summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. Until that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you, with your daddy and mama standing by. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is so very, very high. Your daddy's rich and your ma is so good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Smile, 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 smile. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Smile, smile, smile.
Hey, Lord, take a look all around tonight. I found where my baby's gonna be. Hey, Lord, would you look out for her tonight? 'Cause she is far across the sea. Hey, Lord, would you look out for her tonight? Make sure that she's gonna be alright. Things are gonna be alright with me. Hey, Lord, would you look out for her tonight? Make sure that all her dreams are sweet. Hey, Lord, would you guide her along the roads and make them softer for her feet? Hey, Lord, would you look out for her tonight and make sure that she's gonna be alright till she's home in here with me. Hey, Lord, would you look out for her tonight? She is sleeping under the sky. Hey, Lord, make sure the ground she's sleeping on is always warm and dry. Hey, don't you give her too much rain, but try to keep her away from pain, 'cause my baby hates to cry. Rain. Try to keep her away from pain, 'cause my baby hates to cry.
Sunday, regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La 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 la, la 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. Got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. Well, he gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke. Oh, he'll light up your smoke
but there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, John, I believe this is killing me. As the smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now Paul, he's a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. But he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar. They say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la, la 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Pretty good crowd for a summer
Sunday.
Sunday
Tis.
in June.
Tis.
You're just saying that every week. You say that every week to try and encourage
it's
me
true.
that I'm literally not playing to 4 people and a dog.
You
and
are
whose
not.
dog that is,
no.
I don't even know.
There's no dogs watching.
There's no dogs watching. There used to be cats, didn't there? There was Victoria Moyes' cat that would object to certain things that I did. But I think that was just Victoria Moyes. That was not. If I did Mozart, she'd go, oh, Mozart, I can't take it.
Can I just say, the hats, thumbs up, people like it.
Well, it's staying. I'm going to leave it on.
I'm
going to leave it on at night because I think Sue might find me slightly more attractive if I wake up with this on in the morning. I look like kind of a cross between Clint Eastwood and Michelin Man. It's a kind of... I think
Clint
Mitchell, and I got more roles than Mr. Kipling. That's the one. And although you'll be glad to know, everybody, I'm back on
He's back on the rowing machine.
That rowing machine, and it's terrible. Oh my goodness, the pain. Oh, today it was unbearable.
It's hard, isn't it?
I cut the grass, and my son was here. And he watched me cut it. I was thinking, Dan, come and help me now.
He wouldn't dare come between you and the lawnmower.
No.
He helped put up the gazebo.
He did. That's the
and the
gazebo's
goalpost.
up.
And the goalpost.
And the goalpost. That was the inscrutable. I love this. I love going and looking at Argos, don't you? You love going to Argos. And you see this happy picture, okay, of a boy playing football with his mother or his father.
In a goal.
Okay?
In a goal.
In a garden. With the goal perfectly constructed, the net hanging loosely, or tightly actually, over the back of the thing. There it is. And then you go and get this box, which is about that size, which you know is not a good idea. And you've got the goal for the grandchildren, and you shake the box, and you can hear the rattling, depressive sound of 15 pieces of DIY should take the average person 15 to 20 minutes.
And I take those things out of the
box. And I take the things out of the box, and I look at them, and I go, let's just leave it in there till next year. You know, it genuinely is. What's wrong with 2 coats at the end of the garden?
Because it goes into my rose bushes.
Right? And we set it up, And Dan set it up
He did
because
he worked
it was
very hard
Nick's
on it,
30th
actually.
birthday.
It
So they're all
was.
here, and the children were here. And Poppy, 6, she's a great kicker. She kicked it in, and then she went, right, well, I'll do something else now. So that was that. So it took him an hour to put up. Oh, dear me.
She'll play with it
anyway,
all the time.
that's Argus for you. Happy people in
Yes.
pictures, which is just not the truth, is it? It's
No,
not the
it's
truth.
not.
It's basically
It's
depressing people. Same as IKEA. What's that about? What is that about? No, I'm asking you, what is it all about? Now, Mr. IKEA was a famous Nazi, and he was. Did you know
Really?
that?
Trust you to know something like that.
He was a Swedish Nazi
I
who
know
was
that-
forgiven all because he invented a cupboard that you could construct in 62 pieces.
Well, can I
mean,
just say-
how easily can you forgive a
Can I
man?
just say that our Swedish friend does not understand this country's passion for IKEA?
Not at all.
He said
No,
it's the cheapest, nastiest stuff in Sweden.
Yeah, it is.
And he said, I don't understand why everyone's so bonkers about it in the UK.
But that's it. Well, I'm not bonkers about it. As you
No,
know,
well,
I've not
the
been there
words-
for
the
6
words
years.
Self-construction.
Kidney disease
is,
was a merciful release from the visiting.
Oh, come on. You know your favourite trick in IKEA.
Yeah, here's my trick in IKEA. This is what I do in IKEA, okay? Just for all of you, just so you know. This is the kind of person I am. I'm not repentant. I don't care, all right? I'm just telling you right now. I go to the place where they go. First of all, it points arrows. It gives you arrows, and it says this way. I go opposite, whatever it says. I cut right through everything. Right, that's the first thing. Then the second thing, you go
causes
down to the
mayhem.
bottom. I do. I go down to the bottom, and they have all these things that cost about £5, and one of them is an egg timer. So what I do, they're around about,
There's a big
10,
box of them. There's a big box of them.
So I set all of them at 1 minute delay, right? I did. Do you remember doing them?
And he secreted them around various departments.
And I just put them in different places. And then I just put them gently in there. And then people get going and they go, what's that? I said, that sounds like an egg alarm.
You're so naughty.
And what do you go there for? All
Candles.
of that, and you get a plug, an extension
Candles.
plug, and candles.
Candles.
All that. Go online and buy them. Why do you? There's one other thing: meatballs.
That's true.
You love it
Meatballs.
for the meatballs. They
And
are
the
Swedish
cranberry
meatballs.
sauce.
Now I know
Ooh,
Sweden well. I loved at the National Opera House there, Royal Opera House there, big star there, and I loved going there. And I love my friends in Sweden. Absolutely fantastic. However, IKEA is one of those exports. Yeah, you go and look at it. The founder of IKEA, look at it, Swedish, and they forgave him. Actually, he was forgiven.
I promise
forgiven
I
all.
will not take you to IKEA ever again.
No, don't. Anyway, it's a pretty good crowd for a Sunday. And the manager, she gives me a smile. Not a lot to smile about today.
There is.
I'm sure there is somewhere,
Our
but
friends are
somebody
here. It's
will
great.
point out something to me because right at the moment, I feel like life is one great big IKEA, all right, that I'm visiting today, because she knows that it's me. And I'm starting right at the beginning, as you come through the door and they try and accost you. They've been trying to to forget about IKEA for a while. Oh, and the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. As the piano fades out, we welcome you to another JV Live in the Steinway room with Sue. Little song here, a little bit of hope. Sooner, very soon, we're going to go and see the King. I haven't sung this for, well, years. So let's see. You ready?
Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. No more crying there. We are going to see the King. No more crying there. We are going to see the King. No more crying there. We are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. Hallelujah. No more dying there. We are going to see the King. I said no more dying there. We are going to see the King. No more dying there. We are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. Hallelujah. Should there be any rivers we must cross? Should there be any mountains we must climb? God will supply all the strength that we need. Give us grace till we reach the other side. We have come from every nation. God knows each of us by name. Oh, Jesus took his blood. He washed our sins. He washed them all away. Yes, there are some of us who have laid down our lives, but we all shall meet again on the other side. Oh, soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Said soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, oh hallelujah, amen. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Oh hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to see the King. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh, we're going to see the King. No more crying there, but we're saying the King. No more crying there, we're going to see the King. No more dying there, we're going to see the King. No more very soon, soon and very soon, soon and very soon, soon and very soon. hallelujah, we're going to see the King. I said, no more dying there. We're going to see the King. No more crying there. We're going to see the King. No more crying there. We're going to see the King. No more dying there.
Oh my goodness, that's been a while since we've sung that one.
Too true.
Goodness,
Very
we used to
long
do that all
time.
the time in the 90s.
In the
80s,
90s, 1890s.
Well, 80s and 90s.
That's the 1890s.
Oh goodness, I used to sing it all the time. That was one of my party pieces, wasn't it?
It was.
That and together with How can I say thanks for all the things you've done for me? Things so undeserved, yet you do to prove your love for me. The voices, I haven't sung it, I wasn't going to sing this one, of a million angels could not express my gratitude. All that I am and ever hope to be, I owe it all to thee. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things He has done. With His blood He has bought me. With His power He has saved me. To God be the glory for the things He has done. Oh, let me live my life. I want it to be pleasing, Lord, to Thee. Should I gain any glory, let it go to Calvary. With His blood He has saved me. With His power He has raised me. To God be the glory for the things He has done. He has done.
Well,
Well, I wasn't going to do that one, was I?
no, we're only 3 songs in and we're off piste, but that's fine. That was for Rachel because Rachel's always wanted him to do that, and
Really?
he's just done it. Our Rachel,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
she said
did
thank
she?
you for this one. She loves
Oh,
it,
right.
and it was a great performance. So considering you've not sung it
Well, a
for
wrong
years and
chord at
years
the
and
beginning.
years, well, I think we'll let you off a wrong chord at the beginning.
This is for P and Rachel, isn't it?
Was this Fly Me to the Moon?
In a slow version.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand In other words, darling, kiss me. Oh, fill my life with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I hope so for, even worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Come on and fill my life with song and let me sing forevermore. You're all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, oh, in other words, I love you. I love you. I love you, my baby. I love you.
Wow, that was very special. Thank you for doing that. Rachel and P suggested this because Nat King Cole did a version that was very slow and much more moody than Jonathan normally does it. And he hasn't yet mastered the bit at the beginning, P, but I think that was just a fantastic version.
He
Really
hasn't
lovely.
mastered the bit at the
The
beginning.
chatty bits at the beginning that Nat King Cole does.
Oh, that
The
one, no,
sort
I
of-
haven't looked at
you
that.
haven't looked at that.
No,
but
often we
certainly
don't sing.
We don't sing the beginning bits, do we?
In a lot of the songs that we know, the popular, what I would call the old-fashioned popular songs, the kind of Cole Porters and stuff,
Yeah.
they would write a beginning. They'd write, when I was educated by the Mrs. Upon, I dreamed of a puppety people. I dreamed of a people, somewhere
Well, that was lovely and unexpected again, but very nice.
Well, I listened to a guy called Tommy Emmanuel, who's a bit of a hero of mine now, guitar player. And he's just, if you can go and hear that version of his on YouTube, anywhere, YouTube, Tommy Emmanuel, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, it's just an extraordinary experience.
Can I just dedicate that to someone?
Yep.
Because it was very special, and this is a special message from Jill for Brian Lloyd. It's your birthday on the 6th of June. You'll be 74. And this is also with a big thanks from Jill for helping with the washing up, etc., while she was recovering from a hand injury. So I think she's possibly back to full strength now, and you're probably a bit bored of doing the washing up. But well done, Brian, and thank you.
That two dishes were as soft as your face with mild green fairy liquid. That little song dedicated to you, Brian.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jolly good. Why
Happy
don't we watch
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Tuesday.
Why don't we watch a little movie
Yes,
from
let's
now?
go.
Here we go. I think this one is called Swing Down Chariot. Swing, 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 swing. Oh, why don't you swing, 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 swing. Oh, why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride. Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I got a home on the other side. Swing, 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 swing. Oh, why don't you swing, 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 swing. Well, Ezekiel went down in the middle of the field. He saw an angel working on a chariot wheel. He wasn't so particular about the chariot wheel. He just wanted to see how a chariot feels. Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Swing, 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 swing. Oh, why don't you swing, 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 swing? Well, Ezekiel went down and he got on board. The chariot went bumping on right down the road. Now Zeke wasn't so particular about the bumping of the road. He just wanted to lay down his heavy load. Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. And now a solo from the lovely Mark Edwards. You ready? Okay. Only he could do that. I can't do that. I'm not good at that. Here we go. Bring it down, please, Mr. Veira. Swing down chariot, stop and let me ride. Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I got a home on the other side. Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Why don't you swing down chariot, stop and let me ride? Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home. I got a home on the other side. I said, I've got a home. I got a home on the other side. I've got a home. I got a home on the other side. I got a home on the other side. Oh, yeah.
This one's for Dan Bellamy. Dan, you've got a scan coming up this week, so we'll all be thinking of you and praying for you. And you asked for this one, and Jonathan's doing it just for you.
Here's life in all its mystery, the beauty and the tragedy, the silence and the symphony, and everything between. And deep inside the heart of man, the need to know and understand. Is he a part of some great plan, or just a passing dream? Philosophers philosophize, but rarely look you in the eyes. And politics is compromise that rides the ebb and flow. And money talks and fashion screams to fill the space inside your dreams. If you want something to believe, I'll tell you what I know. My maker is my savior, my creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters in the end. Of the age decrees, we may not speak in certainties, but that's what Jesus is to me. He's the bedrock of my soul, a savior who can really save, a power stronger than the grave, the greatest gift I'll ever have, the deepest joy I know. My maker is my savior, my creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters. He's all that matters. He's all that matters in the end.
Dan, I hope you're not going to go to bed too soon. You're perfectly able to stay up, and actually it's a good thing to stay up and be engaged with the people
he's been
here.
engaged with it. He's been chatting away to people, and
Right.
he's been talking a lot about the hat and so on, which is great, Dan.
Yeah.
So just keep with it.
Keep with it, Dan.
Enjoy
It's
the
good
company.
to stay
Enjoy
with the company, actually. It's good to do. You know you've
It
got a
is.
scan on. But you know what? I've been through so many scans, so many things. And actually, one of the ways to keep yourself away from these things, your mind travelling to places and go, is by distraction. Distraction is one of the biggest things. I went and spent some time with children this week. I started going down a particular rabbit hole in my head, and there's nothing like kids, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old.
This was our goddaughters.
Who just says, Johnny, come and play. Well, you can't be anything else with children, and Poppy and Lily were around yesterday. It's the same thing. You kind of go, right, let's do something else. Anyway, this is a sad song, this one. I'm going to do this one because somebody asked for it. Who asked for it, Sue?
I don't know which one you're talking about, darling.
Falling Leaves. Autumn
Oh,
Leaves.
Autumn Leaves. Actually, this is for Mick Newport. This is a lovely
Michael.
request. This is a special thanks from Helen. Now, can I just say, you husbands have done really well. You've had lots of requests this week because you've done wonderful things and you've stepped up. And Helen wants to say thank you to Mick especially. We know that Helen has had a couple of operations since the 30th of March. And Mick has been a fantastic support, cooking, looking after her, cleaning, etc. And Helen is still recovering, but she just wants to say a big thank you, and thank you for the shoulder to cry on and all the cuddles. So well done, Mick. And this one is especially for you.
Falling leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves are red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hand, I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow, and soon I hear old winter song, but I miss you most of all, my darling you. When autumn leaves start to fall, since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song, but I miss you most of all, my darling you. When autumn leaves start to fall. Start to fall.
Well,
And I know, Michael, you've really been really at the tough end. Those caring often are the ones that kind of get it. We who are being cared for, we're fairly are pretty much affected, but the ones looking after are often the ones who feel the deepest. Questionable, I know, but that's often the way of it. And there's very little that you can do to alleviate pain or suffering or fear, but you can be the presence, as often Sue was with me, and still is, and probably will be tomorrow and the next day, and so on. And so that's it. It's these. So thanks, Michael. I've been seeing your updates and commenting on them. But you've been a good man, and it's. I know Michael Cooper is going.
Yeah, he's Tuesday. He has his first radium injection.
Right.
Tuesday.
So you have your first radio injection then, and we're thinking of you. You've been a loyal member of this merry band that have been going on over 3 years now, and we thank everybody that's joined, and that has been that loyal thing. Loyalty is a very weird thing, isn't it? I was talking to my son about this, about friends, about things that last, people that last and things that don't, surprising people that you think are going to be there and then they're not there, and then the ones that aren't, who are there, you find it surprising that they're there, but they stick and they stay. Stay the length of time, stay the duration, and it's for many of you. You've stayed the duration with us, actually, for
and we're so
3
grateful.
years, and we're grateful for that. I know we want to meet on this. I think we're lighting on eventually.
So November is the date,
when most
people
can
come.
make. So those who would prefer the November but can't September. If you'd like to move over, we've got a goodly number now, and it was after about 40 to 50, 60 people if we can make that. And that's on what nice date is it, Sue? Just that we put it in.
Now you're asking me.
You can't.
quite
We'll
remember.
put it in the notices in a second. Nevertheless, we're going to meet at Stuart's place.
St Catherine's,
Stuart Parmore, which is just outside Marlow. And if you're looking
Near
how to get there,
Henley
on Thames. And when we get there, if you've got things, I can come back and forward. But there's a taxi drive. Well, once my car is fixed. Has anybody seen the pictures of my car? If you haven't, have a look on it now. A deer killed it. It's destroyed what little there is. And what you see is actually how little there is of a car.
I know, it's a bit
Piece of plastic rubbish.
Yes,
It is.
It
A bit
is.
of plastic
It's a bit
moulding around the
frightening,
front.
actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
And you realise that what's between you and an eternity.
Yeah.
So actually what's interesting is that the deer, I don't know how the deer fared. I think I smelt some barbecuing
I don't
somewhere
think it
around
did
here.
very well.
I think people were dragging it home for venison tonight or whatever.
It could not be helped. It
No?
could not be helped.
It was either that or kill people.
We saw it sort of hopping around the road just a little ahead, didn't we? It was sort of dashed across in front of
Two
the car
cars
in front
ahead
of
on the
us.
right, yeah.
And then
I was
it
in the
was
slow
just
lane.
suddenly it was there in front of us, and Jonathan could do nothing. And
No hard shoulder. The
no,
car's right on my
nothing, that was it.
right.
You
And
just had to
that was
hit
it.
it.
And then just carry on.
Instantly, we knew that there was damage to the car because we
the
could hear it
temperature gauge
rattling, the temperature gauge
had
went
gone.
and everything else.
So now that's going to be £1,500 plus pound.
We
I
don't
think
know.
14.
Tomorrow,
we
phone call to
I
the
think pretty
insurance
sure.
company.
Couple of days, 2-3 days work,
Yes.
but it's a matter of getting it all in, and that's the car we use to tour in. So
Yeah.
that's going to be fun. We'll see what we can do. Don't worry, Sharon. We'll be up there.
Yes, we will be. We'll
Okay,
be fine.
We'll cram it all into a silver car.
Yeah.
Sue can sit on the roof rack, and it'll be
We've
fine.
done it before in the other little car.
We
so
have.
We'll be
Now,
fine.
here's a song that I just want to do for you before I don't do it. And I came across it. I started recording it in 1993, I think it was.
Quite a long time ago, Adrian Snell,
30 years.
for those of you who know Adrian, wrote a big concept album, didn't he?
Well, he used to always write concept
He'll
albums.
write. Yes, he would always write those kind of albums. But this one was about children and about
Well, it was about handicapped children, so it was for
yes,
mind.
children who have different special needs and so on, particularly a Down's syndrome child.
Yeah, but it's about them getting married, about
Yes.
the child.
Yes.
And so this was written from the point of view of the mother and the father. Now I'm going to sing both of it. I'm going to sing both of the lines because Sue doesn't know this song. But it was about. But it could apply to any child. I was taken down home, and I realised actually that all three, the children. Nick was 30 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it was wonderful to go to his party and to see that he was celebrated by all his friends. And we were honoured to be invited to his 30th birthday party, actually. But there is this strong sense that I now have 3 sons in their 30s. And there is that sense of you help them, you grow them to grow up and leave you. But as they get older. It's hard, actually. It's very hard. So happy birthday to our beloved son, Nick. But
this is the day of the wedding.
yes,
I
it is.
remember recording this with Neil up in Derby for the album way back 30 years ago. And you can get it on Spotify. The album is called Beautiful or What? Beautiful or What by Adrian Snell. And this is called Kiss the Child Goodbye.
Kiss the child goodbye. Let her dreams run free. She's been too long trapped in a gilded cage for all the world to see. Soon enough, the call, the tear from my heart. We'll learn to love the stranger, though it's hard to play the part. Soon enough, our child is gone. She's not our own. She's still our own sweet baby. Soon enough, she's flying high. We'll wonder why. We both know why. Yet maybe love will come again. Another place and time. Letting go yet holding on to love that once was mine. Memories and smiles. The look upon her face. Everything that words can't say and time cannot erase. Soon enough, our child is gone. She's not our own. She's still our own sweet baby. Soon enough, she's flying high. We wonder why. We both know why. Yet maybe it was worth it after all. Maybe it was worth it after all. My baby, my baby.
It's all a very sad song, that one, isn't it?
It is a sad song, but
And
you
yet
do
it's
sing it beautifully.
a song of release.
It is a song of release, and it does express how we feel about our children. Actually,
Oh, definitely.
yeah,
You have
very
them, you don't
definitely.
have them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, suddenly
You have to let them go.
Yeah, it's impossible. You know, I said goodbye to Dan, and I thought, oh, well, that's it.
That's
see him
it for a little while.
You know,
It was lovely to have him here and catch up with him and so on.
So
Okay.
that one. Now, I tell you what. Do you know what I want to do?
Oh,
I think we can leave the notices to a little bit later.
okay.
And here's going to be something that you didn't expect. The first time, ladies and gentlemen, on
Oh, right. Yes.
Yes. JV live from the Steinway room, we're going to do something totally different. We're going to have, do you remember Jackanory, Jackanory, Jackanory. Boom, boom. Remember? Children love stories. And one of the things that we love to read, we love reading stories. I don't care who we are, we love having stories told to us.
We do.
And one of the things we liked as children, we love having books read. You were saying about Lily, she has a book that she likes you to read.
Yes, Lily, bless her, has this little book. And it's very simple. It's just a little mouse, I think, makes some gingerbread. And one day, to just sort of make it a bit different, because she read it over and over again, was I just kept changing the words. Well, I haven't heard Lily laugh so loud and so long in all my life. And she just, every time she comes here now, she gets it out. She says, read it, Nana. Okay, Maisie went to the bathroom instead of the kitchen, that kind of thing. She just loves it. So
All right.
That was lovely.
So that's what we like. And I think tonight, we just want you to sit back with your drink.
Yes.
All right? Sit back with your drink, and we're going to read you a song from one of the classic novellas of our time,
Completely.
really.
By one of the best writers
One of the
in the
best
century.
writers in history, in modern history,
In modern
certainly.
history.
And I think I can say that with verifiable factivity. And, sorry?
You have a way with words,
I
Mr.
do.
Veira.
I do.
You
And that has been proved by book 2. Now, this one, and so it was my idea to do this, but Sue's idea to read this bit. And I think this is a nice bit, actually. And we're going to just do it between us, okay? So can you...
Well, I'm allowed to do one bit.
We're allowed a little bit, yeah. I had to teach you how to do that, but it's fine. It's okay. Every bit, you can do funerals. Can you read a funeral? You're very
Just
good.
carry on.
All right, you ready for
Just
this?
carry on.
Now, in this book, I've arrived on the Isle of Wight, JV on the Isle of Wight, in chapter whatever it is, 3 or 4. And I suddenly start about coffee. Remember life before coffee shops? I sat writing this while watching the waves breaking listlessly over the shore at Ventnor on the south of the island of Wight. For us, there's very little better than sitting in the sunshine at the Met Cafe on Ventnor seafront, which has been now substituted, might I say, by Tony's Cafe at the seafront next to the Met Cafe, and sipping on our coffees. When I say there is little better, I mean little better than the coffee experience. The central 21st century experience of the smooth, creamy, frothy latte nestling in the tall, elegant glass, accompanied by a long spoon which will scoop up the froth. Alongside this, you can nibble on a small chocolate flake which melts in your mouth to provide the ultimate taste experience. Steady, steady the buffs. Please note, this is according to my wife, a coffee addict. She says she isn't an addict, that she can stop drinking it at any time, but just one of our trips up north will take at least 3 coffee stops in a day. Multiply that over a month and calculate her average consumption. My wife clearly needs help. Just recently, I read an interesting article online in the Telegraph about why coffee shops are replacing pubs in our affections. It seems that coffee and the consumption thereof has become one of the UK's major leisure activities, and it is set to continue its expansion. Interestingly, the figures indicate that in the UK, we still don't consume as much coffee as they do elsewhere in Germany, Sweden or France. And in fact, our actual per head consumption of coffee is less now than in 2006. So, what is happening, I hear you ask? More coffee shops and we're drinking less coffee? It's the social aspect of a coffee shop that is driving them. These figures. They have replaced pubs as places to meet, apparently, and more women are choosing the coffee shop as a place to gather. As a musician, I find it fascinating that J.S. Bach, way back in the 18th century, wrote a humorous one-act operetta called The Coffee Cantata, 1734, about the rise of the coffee house and the danger it posed for the women of leisure. As Song Facts, an online source points out, the early 18th century enthusiasm in West Europe for coffee among the middle classes was affecting Prussia's economy. The country's monarch, Frederick the Great, wanted to block imports of green coffee as Prussia's wealth was being drained by the huge sums of money going to foreign exporters. The Prussian king condemned the increase in coffee consumption as disgusting and urged his subjects to drink beer instead. Frederick employed coffee smellers who stalked the streets, sniffing for the outlawed aroma of home roasting. I think that's a job that is ultimately suited to me. I'm not a coffee smeller, I'm a coffee smeller's son, and I'm only smelling coffee till the coffee smeller comes. Can you see there's a future here for me? Wow! Bath portrayed the coffee house as drawing the women away from their household duties, encouraging them into a life of addiction and associated debauchery, Sue. Are you listening?
No.
No, don't interrupt. How much worse would it have been if they had been able to access Wi-Fi there and treat themselves to delicious muffins that now adore glass cases? It's the choice that you have that most upsets me, I have to tell you. All we used to want was just a cup of coffee. White or black were the only options back in the dark ages of the 1970s. Maybe granules or powder. The brands were Maxwell House, remember that? Nescafe, Mellow Birds, this was barely coffee, Kenko, Camp Coffee, a disgusting brown liquid of water, sugar, 4% caffeine-free coffee essence, and 26% chicory essence. Great for coffee-flavoured cakes, but instant coffee? I don't think so. But for the ultimate treat, you could get Gold Blend. Do you remember the advert where the guy pretended to make coffee in the kitchen, making the gurgly noises of a percolator as he spooned Gold Blend into the mugs? As they sipped, they all looked into the camera and gave a satisfying... When we were first married, we stood... That was very good, by the way. Delivery of that line was
Thank you,
phenomenal.
Darling. Not patronising at all.
No, not at all. When we were first married, we stood looking at the coffee on the shelves in Sainsbury's. This is way back 40 years ago. Pondering the wisdom of spending so much money on a jar of coffee. I kid you not. We finally reasoned that as we didn't smoke or drink, we could justify a jar of Gold Blend as our luxury. Now, if you ask for a cup of Gold Blend in a Costa, you might well be forcibly evicted by the coffee police. Once you've found your way to the front of the queue, you are asked so many questions, it is like talking in another language. Me, I'd like a coffee, please.
What sort of coffee, sir?
Latte, cappuccino, mocha, various, Americano, flat white, cortado, espresso. And these are just the coffees. There's a long list of teas, ice drinks, chocolate drinks, even a baby chino. I look up on the boards with their bewildering names, feeling totally confused. I decided to try asking for a latte, or is it latte? Who knows?
What size would you like, sir?
That should be easy. Small, medium or large. It might be regular, large or supersized like in McDonald's, although I have to tell you, Mr. McDonald's and all such establishment, regular is not a size. It's a description of frequency. No, in this particular coffee shop, you have to say if you want primo, medio or massimo, which means little, first, primo, medio means middle, and the massimo is maximum. In the end, I point to the cup size. It's easier.
So, Peruvian?
Yes. What am I saying yes to?
Caffeinated or decaffeinated?
Caffeinated. Oh, definitely caffeinated.
What type of milk, sir?
Type?
You can choose the type of milk, sir. Skimmed milk, semi-skimmed milk, full-fat milk, soya milk, oat milk.
Oh, semi-skimmed, I guess.
Any shots with that?
Shots? Shots? What is this? A parallel universe using words I recognise but in all the wrong places?
Flavoured shots. Hazelnut, vanilla, caramel, gingerbread.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I just want a small black coffee.
Americano, sir.
What? Americano? Well, yes, if you say so.
Primo, medio or massimo.
Small?
Drink in or take away.
Oh, take away. I just want to get out of here. Panic is starting to set in, seriously.
Do you want space left for milk?
No, that's why I asked for black coffee.
And can I have your name, sir?
My name? What do you want my name for? What did I do? What did you want? My Christian name, nickname, surname? Do you want my passport details, my marital status or religion? Who I voted for in the last election? How many children I have? My racial background, inside leg measurement? 31, by the way. Oh, please, I just want a coffee. Come back, Gold Blend, all is forgiven. Give me those gurgling noises every time. Desperately hoping that I am at last home and dry. I am accosted by the next question.
So, how would you like to pay, sir? Cash or card?
Cash.
Thank you, sir. Have you got a loyalty card, sir?
A loyalty card? Me? No, absolutely not. Do you not know that they get... What do you want to... They track you down, monitor every movement.
Would you like one, sir? For every £1 you spend in the store, we'll award you with 5 points, with each point being worth a penny. Use your points to enjoy a creamy flat white, a mouth-watering muffin, a scrumptious sandwich, or anything else you fancy from our full range of food and drinks.
Yeah, 1 penny. That means you've got to spend around about £500 to get a cup of coffee. Would I like one? No, thank you. I just want a coffee. I don't want to buy the company. Loyalty is not uppermost in my mind at the moment. Finally, I'm told to stand at the end and wait until someone shouts out my name.
Americano for Veira.
That's mine.
No, sorry, sir. This is for someone called Veira.
That is me. That is me. Now, give me my coffee. At this point, I begin to think that the process of filling and boiling a kettle, spooning out an even teaspoons of granules, and pouring the boiling water over the said granules is an attractive option. Then the smug, clearly loyal, person behind me, with a practiced fluency and all in one breath, asks for
A tall, single-shot, skinny, hazelnut decaf latte, extra hot to take away, please. Cash, and here's my loyalty card. My name is Sue.
Sorry about that little rant, but I just had to get it off my chest. Would that be a tall chest, a grande chest in or out? Oh, stop it. That book, on a similar note, is the second in our collection.
It is.
And we would love you to buy it. Now, if you fancy, and if loads of you would like me to record it, I'll go into a studio at some point at great cost to me, and you can buy it off me. I don't know how we can do it.
Well, some people have said, actually, that they would really like to have this as an audio book, and that's something that we're sort of kicking around as an idea. Don't have a clue how to do it. Well, yeah, let's find out how to do it first, and then we can...
Well, we know it's going to be costly. Yeah. And actually, we don't know quite how. You can download it. You'd have to pay us to download it, that's for sure, because it's costly to us. Okay. It would take me 2 weeks in the studio to record them. Yeah. That's the point. And or you could do it in this room in silence, but it's often not silent, so you've got to find somewhere silent. Anyway,
it's a thought.
It's a thought. Why don't we watch a little video, shall we?
If she's back.
Oh, has she gone off for a cup of tea? Yes, she doesn't read books.
She's here.
Does she? Anyway, hope you enjoyed that.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, but I know you've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. The queen of hearts is always your best bet. Seems to me as if fine things have been laid upon your table, but you always want the ones you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger driving you home. Freedom, oh freedom, is just some people talking. You're a prison walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow, the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Yeah. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it
very long lead out. I wasn't expecting that one. Who knows? That reminds me of us being in the band together when we were first together. We used to sing that every week, didn't we?
Used to sing that and
Yeah.
things are all coming and things are all going, making great cause for concern. I said different religions. That was me. I said different. Okay. Maybe things are all coming and things are all going, making great cause for concern. I said different religions and great politicians, all showing us which way to turn. If you believe you are being deceived by thinking what men say is true, just take a look at the world where we live, see how it benefits you. We were young.
That's terrible. Anyway, we had fun. I am now
We
going
had seasons
to...
in the fun. We had joy. We had fun. We had season in the sun. But what we thought.
Jerry, you're absolutely right. He is full of beans. I don't know which ones they are, jelly beans or coffee beans, but
jelly beans for me. I'm sorry if you get every word you say will be a song.
Yes, you got the test signal from Rachel now because you're misbehaving.
And misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner on the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth the waiting for. Believe me. Oh, I don't stay out late. A little dim. Just when I'm out late, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving. I'm saving my love for you. Baby, I ain't saving, I ain't misbehaving. I am staying, I ain't misbehaving. I'm saving all my loving for you. I'm saving my love for you. Oh yeah. Next word.
Okay, here we go. Here are the concerts that we've got coming up. So stop it. just go and inject yourself with something, or would you? Okay. No, don't do it. Look, my screen has got the concerts come up. You can play that game afterwards if you like. So June. 17th of June, we're in Southport. Really looking forward to seeing Sharon and John Greenwood and anyone else who's there. So please come along. 17th of June in Scarsbrick New Road Baptist Church in Southport. And the following week on the 24th, we are in Newbury. So I know that the Windmills will be there and a number of other people. So really looking forward to catching up with you guys on the 24th in Newbury. So don't miss that one. 8th of July, we are at David Connell's church in Churchdown, which will be great fun. You're doing well at publicising that. Some friends of ours in the area noticed that, so well done with all the publicity for that. In the August dates, we are at Thornley Hotel in Grange-over-Sands. So we're doing 2 weeks separated by a weekend in the middle where you're doing a concert at Victoria Hall on the Saturday. There's a week before and a week after. And we'll be having a wonderful time with the lovely people who've come along to that. We don't know what we're doing yet, but that's fine. We will have a fantastic time. Yeah, we have no, I never know what I'm doing. I just do what I'm told, don't I? And
you bury people really, really well.
People, yes. And September, at the end of September, we are off to Stoke-on-Trent, to Longton Elim Church, and then come October, end of October, we're in St John's Church in Stoneleigh, and in December we are back to Pett in Hastings, and on the 9th we're at Christ Church in St Paul's in Paynton. Really looking forward to doing a Christmas concert there, which is great.
Both of those.
Now you may have noticed that there's sort of a couple of gaps in the autumn, and we would be really keen to get some other dates in there. So if you know of a church, or you're in a church that you think, actually, we could organise something like this, please don't hesitate to contact me.
And you will contact them direct and have a chat with them.
Yeah, and I'll have a chat with you. We've decided that this is clearly what we need to do, to have a chat to help people, because just reading a bit of paper is not enough. And we would very much like to just talk to you about the joys of having Jonathan in your church, and the fact that I can say you're all enjoying him so much on the screen tonight, but the amazing thing is being in this room with this voice and this piano playing now. It's just an amazing experience. So you will want that, and you want that in your church, and you'll want it because you can invite people along. Churches have been finding that people have not been coming back as much, and this is an opportunity to put on something that people can come along to and enjoy and get really thrilled about. Having something really sort of just very simple and very straightforward, and without all the sort of jargon and so on, that they can invite friends and family to, where they wouldn't normally be able to invite them straight to a church service.
Yes, come back to church Saturday, or Friday, or whatever the church day. Absolutely. And it breaks people in. Often people don't have a way of behaving in churches, and they don't know how to behave. They've never been in one. We are living in a post-church, post-Christian age. I mean, make no mistake about it, absolutely, completely and totally. We have less than 50% of the population now voting to say that they are religious, let alone Christian. And so, actually, it's difficult for churches. But don't lose heart, as I said to people up in Scotland. Don't lose heart. Actually, just push forward. Don't take the agenda of the BBC or whoever else this is. Just go forward and invite people and have them in. Give them a piece of cake and a warm welcome and chat to them. Yeah. That's what they want. They want to have everybody needs their story to tell.
Yes.
So that's often the way. And those of you who come, I sit and talk to everybody. I have no break. Yeah. There is no break.
From the minute we arrive at about 6 o'clock, Jonathan is just talking to people, and all the way through the interval, he just chats to people as they're coming up, maybe with their CDs and books to be signed, but very often people just come and chat to him. And he just gives of himself the whole time. Is he exhausted afterwards? Yes, he is. But is it worthwhile? Absolutely. And do we feel that we are meant to be doing this? Absolutely. So don't miss out. Make sure that you think about it, and perhaps chat to me about it, which would be fantastic. So don't be shy, talk to me. So where are we going next, Rachel? What's the next one that we have up? Oh, yes, right. So the advantage of us not being out on the road doing so many concerts is that we have more opportunity to do Steinway Room evenings. So the next one will be next week. And it could be just the two of us again, or have we got someone in mind for next week?
I've asked somebody, and there's somebody else who's up my sleeve, but they haven't yet confirmed. It's about the season. It's very difficult. People are often out doing things, and we'd like to do that, but we've got some other things coming up for you. So
yeah. So the 11th next week, and then we will be back in the room on the 25th of June, and we've got our friend Ricky Everett coming back in again. For part two, because we felt that he still had so much to share, and he was very delighted to be back in again. So that's the 25th. You're not going to want to miss that. And then in July, we're going to be around on the 16th and the 30th. And then in August, it will just be the 13th. So we will be around over the next 3 months for a couple of nights each week. And so... Each month, sorry. So then also... Sorry, I've got things flashing up on the screen, and I'm just trying to catch sight of what it is. So, YouTube. Don't forget to go onto YouTube and to click onto the little thumb and to click on subscribe. It don't cost you nothing, darling. And actually, the important thing is that it gives us an opportunity to have greater numbers who are signing on. So please, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you click onto the subscribe button, and then we get more and more people that are watching us, and that's what we want. And if you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, then please do join the Facebook group. It's very simple to do. You just go into... the Facebook situation, and you just find there we are, facebook.com groups, the JV community official. And the idea is that this is a closed group of people, so you feel safe there, and you're able to talk about things that are concerning and things that are worrying you, and you talk about things that have happened, things that are exciting, and people are there to support you, encourage you if you're going through difficulties, and they're there to join in all the fun as well. So it's a place of fun. We have people answer the questions, please. Sorry.
Oh, you must answer questions. if you're joining the group.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, so answer the questions. At the bottom of the when you're applying is that they will be questions. Please answer them, because if you don't answer them, we don't know who you are. And we really want to be able to say, yes, that's fine. They are not difficult questions. They're not asking you what key Somewhere Over the Rainbow was in. All right? They are very simple, straightforward questions.
That was C, by the way, just in
They're
case
very
you...
simple, straightforward
But you could play it in D.
So just,
you could even go to E.
so just, just do it. Just join
Although I wouldn't
and
play
enjoy
it.
it. Just enjoy it. And back to Jonathan. So for those of you who didn't know, the 15th of November is the date that we are going to St Catherine's Parmore. And so we can enjoy that. So that's very much to be looked forward to.
Right, so that's we've confirmed that now, have we? That
We
it's
have.
the 15th of November.
It's the 15th of November. Yes.
Can you talk about the cost, please, Sue?
No, because I don't have the figures in front of me.
Oh, I thought it was up there.
No, just the
Right,
date.
it's about £94.
Yes.
Right, as I remember, it's £94 if you want the bed and breakfast. If you without the bed, obviously it's less.
But you can't have breakfast
But you can't have breakfast
without
without the bed. Okay.
Okay, moving on. Rachel has been, as ever, working so hard behind the scenes. And now the dear love what she's done is that she's managed to extract some of the wonderful interviews that we've had, guest and interviews over the year. And so that will be coming in July. So if you're sort of, I want to catch up on that, but that was, we're not sure who was on that show, whatever, then you can actually find that you can tune in and just watch the interview itself, which will be fantastic. So thank you, Rachel, for doing all of that.
It's a massive job that
Fantastic.
she's done. But actually, there have been some fantastic standalone interviews that many of you will remember. And we thank Paul McCreary for coming last week. And we're putting up the numbers this week. I'm sorry, it was a lot going on. And we haven't put the numbers up. But we will put the numbers up, the helpline that Paul talked about.
That will go on the JB
and I know many of
community
you found
group.
Paul's thing very, very helpful. Go on.
Okay, fine. And so we mentioned Ricky. His wonderful play, Entertaining Angels, is actually at the Cheltenham Playhouse between the 7th and the 10th of June. And it seriously is a really lovely play. So if you're in the area and you fancy something very special, then you want to go to Ricky's show at the Cheltenham Playhouse, Entertaining Angels, between the 7th and the 10th of June. Do not miss out on that.
Yes.
I think it's over to you.
Oh,
no.
oh.
It's if you want
Would
to
you
know
make,
anything.
would you make your mind up? It's over to you. It's over to you.
It's sue@jonathanveira.com if you want to know anything about putting on a show, if you want to know anything about where the shows are.
And the books.
All right, I'll get to it.
Hurry up. I'm a busy man.
It's very difficult tonight. And of course, don't forget your summer reading. Jonathan Veira books. On a similar note, Finding My Voice make fantastic summer reading. You do not want to miss those. So they'll be in the shop on jonathanveira.com. So if you want to know anything, you contact me, sue@jonathanveira, and you want to know anything about the shows, you can go to jonathanveira.com, look at the calendar, or you can go to the shop and you can buy anything. So, am I handing back to you?
No, and what you're going to talk about is YGAF, as we talk about every week. So can we please have YGAF thingy up? Okay, now, here it is. YGAF, so that we know you've got a friend trust, that if you need any help this week, please go to YGAF. It's all the contact details are there. The man you're going to be talking to via email or whatever is Adrian, and Adrian Pinnock, who is the chairman of the trust, and he'll be able to answer your questions. If you have a problem, contact us, and we can help you to put in touch with him. Okay, to talk about if you have any needs, and if you'd like to contribute to this fund, which is being constantly used, because many of us have needs at this time. And if you have a need or if you want to contribute, please do that this week. I think we're coming out of that, and I think actually I'm going to do a song that I haven't done for a long, 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 long time, and it's called I'd Rather Have Jesus. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather have Jesus than have riches untold.
have Jesus than houses or lands. I'd rather be true to his nail-pierced hands than to be the king of a vast domain, or be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. Well, I'd rather have Jesus than men's applause. I'd rather be faithful to his dear cause. I'd rather have Jesus than Lord. I'd rather be true to his holy name, or to be the king of a vast domain, or be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. Have Jesus and silver or gold. I'd rather have Jesus than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or lands. I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hands than to be the king for a vast domain, or be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. That was from an album called All That Matters, I seem to remember.
Indeed. And now is the time to take your meds.
Oh, is it? Is it
Yes, what perfect timing. Well done. Well done.
So, what kind of week have you had then?
Yeah, I've had an interesting week. It's been busy.
Funeral-led?
Yeah, I've been very funeral based. I'm delighted to say that I am being asked to do some funerals, and I am finding it's a perfect fit for me actually, which is my son said to me today, "Are you surprised?" And I'm surprised at how comfortable I feel doing it. But as a few of you have said, it is a remarkable privilege to do it. And tomorrow I'm doing a funeral for a lady who the family were without anyone to help them on Tuesday, and they were a bit lost, and so they rang someone that I know, and he said, Sue will be the lady to help you. So that was nice. So that's going to be a bit of a rush.
And they were quite moved, weren't they? In touch?
They were very moved, which was great. I mean, I was away, so I had to do it on a video call, but I wouldn't normally choose to do that. I really enjoy going and sitting.
You didn't do the funeral
not the
by
funeral.
video
I did
call.
the chat
You
with
did
them. Yes, I did the
Just so
chat.
that
Sorry,
we're
that
clear.
didn't come out right, did it? I would, yes, I'd do the chat with them beforehand and spend a couple of hours just talking over what they want and how it's going to work. So this week I've got 3 funerals, which is busy. And just writing them and being prepared for them is taking up quite a lot of time. But that's good. That's what we wanted, wasn't it? So that's been good.
Yeah, you're doing them very well. I think actually there are 2 songs I want to sing.
Okay.
And I think actually talking about funerals, they're just a moment's repose in the hullabaloo that is the show when it's you. I mean, let's be honest. You're out of your tree tonight, and you were.
I think the general consensus is that I do a very good line in eye rolling.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what? The most common question I get asked is, what is it like to be married to Jonathan? They've been to a concert, they've heard him. And my line that I reply
What a great privilege it is for you.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Well, no, and I'll tell them this, that this is one of the great minds of the 20th century at work.
What,
here.
Mine?
No mine. I think it's quite clear. And so, what with Rachel being on your side as well, there's all a little bit that kind of. There's a gender. I think there's a gender conspiracy going on here. Anyway, in the midst of all this nonsense and everything else that we do, one of the things that I think we've had in the past is a little pause for space. And it's what you give people in funerals, I think.
Yes, it is.
Peace,
yeah,
bit of peace. And I think this one is one of those that gives that moment of peace. Just take 6.5 minutes out of your day now, just to close your eyes, if you can, where you are. Just let the stillness touch you.
He burns with holy fire. Be still, for the power of the Lord is moving in this place. He comes to cleanse and heal, to minister His grace. No work too hard for Him. In faith receive from Him. Be still, for the power of the Lord is moving in this place.
This is for Carol Wadsworth.
God of the moon and stars, God of the near and far, God of the fragile hearts we are, I come to you. God of our history, God of the future that will be, what will you make of me? I come to you. God of the meek and mild, God of the reckless and the wild, God of the unreconciled, I come to you. God of our life and death, God of our secrets unconfessed, God of our every living breath, I come to you. God of the rich and poor, God of the princess and the whore, God of the ever open door, I come to you. God of the unborn child, God of the pure and undefiled, God of the pimp and pedophile, I come to you. God of war and peace, God of the junkie and the priest, God of the greatest and the least, I come to you. God of the refugee, God of the prisoner and the free, God of my doubt and certainty, I come to you. God of our joy and grief, God of the lawyer and the thief, God of our faith and unbelief, I come to you. God of the wounds we bear, God of the deepest dreams we share, God of our unspoken prayer, I come to you. God of a world that's lost, God of the lonely, lonely cross, God who has come to us, I come to you. I come to you. I come to Two songs close
Lovely.
together.
Yeah,
Did people enjoy those?
they love them very much indeed.
So
Lovely,
a nice time of
lovely,
reflection.
Lovely
I
time
came back.
of reflection.
We came back from London yesterday, and we've got a few more minutes.
Well,
to
we
sing a
were
couple
in
of songs.
London because it was Nick's birthday and he had his do in Wandsworth area.
And we had a deer to kill on the way home.
Oh
So,
So-
so an appointment with. There must be a joke there.
Don't. Well, Judy asked if you were wearing your deer hunting hat.
Yes. I know in Canada they kill them for sport. We kill them in the cars. How many points do I get for that? And anyway, quite disturbing. Somebody said, I think it was Chrissy Fuller who said, you know, I hope you get over the trauma of it soon. I have to say, and really disturbingly,
You're not traumatised.
I'm not traumatised at all. I could kill a deer nearly every day of the week.
I think that actually you were more traumatised by being in London.
I was, but that's
It's
what I'm
hard.
going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't like killing any animals at all, ever, nothing. And I've killed a few. A few have ended up as part of my car,
and built in. There was one pheasant that ended up in the front grille, and it looked like it was the insignia because it was buried into the grille, and but the neck was down like that. So it was like that. And it looked like I
I'm
didn't
so
want to
sorry
touch
if
it.
this is traumatising you.
Oh, that
Please
was
do
horrible.
not do not
Anyway,
listen. Do not listen.
but the point about tranquility and peace and calm. Dan was pointing out that we're drawn to colours that are more natural, like green and yellow and blue, rather than the concrete, the colours of concrete and buildings. I know what buildings look like. I often say to people when we go on holiday, I don't want to go see skyscrapers in New York. When I was in New York working, so do you want to come and see that? No, I know what it looks like. I went up the tower before they were both run into in 9/11, and I went up into the Twin Towers, and I thought it's very tall. It's got 142 or 137 floors. It's frightening being up here. I want to get back down as quickly as I can get back down. I wasn't fascinated. I suppose the engineering feat was great, but we came back and we drove out towards out of Tolworth roundabout, and as we came back, and it opens out into the countryside, and we went. And the pub was held in a function room in the pub, and it was just loud.
It was.
And we realised we're old and we want the quiet. We came and sat in the garden this afternoon, and the birds were tweeting in stereo, and the blackbirds were out, and the sparrows have made a nest in the bush again, and they're back and forward, and it's a fantastic thing to watch and listen to the silence, as the saying goes. But so when we sung those songs there, Be Still and It Is Well, sorry about that, I didn't realise I had the words, and you put them in. Thank you, Rachel, for putting them one into the other. That was a nice, lovely bit of programming there that I hadn't intended at all. We're coming towards the end. I've got to sing for a couple of people, for Chloe and Michael, It Is Well With My Soul. And I think, actually, one other, which is the Oh Love That Will Not Let Me. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's do the first one. I'll do the first one on piano. And then, Rachel, if you could just collide that track into, because it's the same key.
Yeah, she's poised.
That will be great. I'll do Oh Love That Will Not Let Me go first.
This is particularly for Evelyn Blackman's husband. Mr. Blackman, I don't know your first name. I'm terribly sorry. You were 82 on Friday, and she said that you particularly love this song. So this is for you. A happy birthday weekend, I hope, and with all our love.
Oh, love that will not let me go, I rest my weary soul in thee. I give thee back the life I owe, that in thine ocean depths flow. May rich a fool be, may rich a fool be. Oh, light that follows on my way, I yield my flickering torch to thee. My heart restores its borrowed ray, that in thy sunshine's blazy stay may brighter, fairer be, may brighter, fairer. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. Oh, joy that seekest me through pain, I cannot close my heart to thee. I trace the rainbow through the rain, and feel the promise is not vain, that morn shall tearless be, that morn shall tearless be. O cross that liftest up my head, I dare not ask to fly from thee. I lay in dust life's glory dead, and from the ground there blossoms red life that shall endless be, life that shall endless be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go.
Happy birthday, Roy.
When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. My sin, oh, the bliss of this glorious thought. My sin, not in part, but the whole, is nailed to the cross, and I perish no more. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Haste the day when my faith shall be silent, the clouds be rolled back as a scroll. The trumpet shall sound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well my soul. When peace like a river, when peace like a river,
And so another evening comes to an end.
It does.
And it's been quite a heavy evening for old JV.
Yes, but you've done
But-
tremendously well. But as that song so often reminds us of, it may not be well with our head, but it is well with our soul. And I'm sure that for many of you tonight that has been so true. And we think particularly of Michael with Tuesday, the first treatment, and Chloe, that was another one that you wanted. You didn't get it last week, so he stuck
And
it in
also
this
for my
week.
sister Jackie,
Yes,
who has an
she's-
operation
yes,
tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, if all is well, she has an
Yeah.
operation tomorrow. In over all the way over in when is it? Well, in where is it? Enfield. So, and that's going to be quite a long time recovering. So we send a big love out there. I'm just going to sing this song. John Bound, his book is released on the end of July.
End of
We're
July,
going
but
to
we'll
have
talk
him in
to him
tonight.
about that later.
Okay, and so we'll talk to him. We talked about it earlier today, and he said, "Oh, it's not till later." So we're just going to finish this song. I think with this song, "Go Peaceful," and I think
Are you going to sing? You're going to do it from the piano? or are you
piano
going-
because actually we need to finish it earlier.
Yeah,
But
okay.
time is going, and I think actually we'll just do it from here tonight. And if you want to sing it, you're going to sing it with it, or
Come with you and
you
join
come and join me. Yeah, you come and join me on the piano.
Oh, stool. I'll just turn this round a bit.
Turn the camera so you get a bit more. Yeah, that's it, and that's it. Okay. Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. Old style. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame. God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known, my love. Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes. God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known. You sing it.
Oh. By love.
Never in all the history
Never.
have you finished
Never
the song.
sung those words.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn His face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn His face toward you.
trust you have a good week, and we'll see you again when in another 2 weeks.
No, next Sunday. Next Sunday we'll be here. I'll make sure he's here next Sunday.
Oh yes, we are. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. Very simple but different.
They loved it.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace.
And sending big love out to my mother as well,
Indeed.
who's not feeling so great at the moment.
Love you, Mum.
And
Love
also
you.
thanks to Rachel for tonight, who's
Yes.
been around. Thank the Lord.
She's been patient.
And God bless you. And good night.
Bye,
Thanks so much.
everyone. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.